Okay, welcome back. In this class, we discuss the causes for Second World War and the consequences for after Second World War. And already we have discussed the causes for First World War. The same causes here we see the same causes. It means the aggressive nationalism, militarism, making secret alliances and imperialism. So the same causes we can see in Second World War, and also we add some more reasons, some more causes we have to add. The first and foremost very important reason was the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was the first and foremost reason for Second World War. So what is called Treaty of Versailles? The Versailles is the place. Versailles is a palace in France. There was a big conference held after First World War. They wanted to punish Germany for starting the war. So very big conference held in Versailles and made some agreements. They imposed on Germany some conditions. So it was called as Treaty of Versailles. Now, in which year it held this conference? The first reason, the Treaty of Versailles. See the intensity of terms. The terms were very intensive for German. Now see, this meeting, this conference held in the year 1919. So the victorious powers, it is about 32 nations participated along with the victorious powers, along with the 5 victorious powers. What were they? France, Britain, USA, Italy and Japan. See, surprise, Italy, Japan. Yes, Italy for the first time before First World War, it was in Germany group, Italy. But when the war begins, at that time it declared neutrality, not to join any group. But what happened after 1 year time, that is in 1915, in the year 1915, it declared war on Austria-Hungary and joined Britain group. This was the role of Italy. It joined the Allied powers, Triple Entente. So these 5 victorious powers and also total 32 nations participated in Treaty of Versailles held in the year 1919, and they wanted to punish Germany, not to cripple. They want to punish Germany and cripple Germany, not to rise once again. So to weaken Germany, they imposed penalties. Large penalties they imposed. We divide those penalties into 3 categories. One is territorial penalty. So under territorial penalties, we see these 2. Germany was asked to return its colonies in Africa. See the first one. Under territorial penalty, Germany was asked to return its colonies to European countries in Africa. Now see the second one. Germany was asked to return Alsace-Lorraine place to France. Which it got during the unification of Germany. So those 2 places, Alsace-Lorraine place, it was asked to give to France, hand over to France. So these 2 we can see under territorial penalty. Now let's see monetary penalty. So Germany had to compensate, had to pay a large compensation. Germany has to pay a large compensation to victorious powers for the damage that Germany did during First World War. So large compensation to be given to victorious powers. This is monetary penalty. And military cuts, see, military cuts, Germany, see the main aim of this conference was to weaken Germany regarding all areas, monetary benefits, monetary area, monetary territory, and also military cuts. Overall, the main aim of this Versailles Treaty was to weaken Germany, not to rise again in future. See, military cuts. Germany was asked to not to have submarines. Without submarines, German had to maintain an army without submarines, maintain naval without submarines, and see, it restricted its naval strength. So these are all conditions imposed on Germany. Now let us see the second reason. The second reason for Second World War. Second one, failure. See, failure of League of Nations. Actually, League of Nations was established to prevent wars. See, the aim of League of Nations were to prevent wars and any disputes between the nations, though disputes to be solved through negotiations. For that purpose, League of Nations was established. See here, it was established on 11th January 1920 with 58 nations. It established International Court for Justice. So International Court for Justice was established by League of Nations. So how it was failed? But the reason is socialist Russia and Germany. These two were not invited as the members in this League of Nations because the victorious powers did not invite the socialist Russia and Germany. They ignored. So that is also one of the reasons. The strength of this is only 58 members. And even, this person, Woodrow Wilson, the then president of USA, played a vital role to form this international organization. League of Nations was the first international organization established by victorious powers. So this person, Woodrow Wilson played an important role to form this League of Nations. But USA did not join, USA had not joined in this League of Nations. See, the American Congress, American Parliament did not agree to join League of Nations. That is very drawback for this. This is also very strong reason for the failure of League of Nations. See, this is also one more. It has no independent army. League of Nations had no independent army. So that is also one of the reason. And also it finally failed to prevent Germany, Italy, Japan from violating international agreements. Especially Japan. You say Japan and Germany. Germany, these two countries violating international agreements, and these two countries occupying other countries. But League of Nations made a spectacular role. Because of all these, it was failed. It has not stopped from Second World War. Now let us see third reason for Second World War. Third is German challenge to vengeful domination. So Germans wanted to take revenge on victorious powers because the Versailles Treaty made Germans aggressive. Because the Versailles Treaty imposed more conditions on Germany, but Germans did not respect them, though they did not respect, but they wanted to take revenge on the victorious powers. It is called vengeful domination. So the conditions imposed on Germany were slavery. They did not respect the conditions. They did not respect the Treaty of Versailles. So they were slavish. The conditions were slavish, and Germans wanted to get back. See, Germans wanted to get back its lost territories in the Treaty of Versailles. In Treaty of Versailles. Germans lost, already we have discussed in first condition, first reason, Germany lost its territory was like Alsace-Lorraine to France. Germany lost its colonies in Africa to European countries. So those are all Germany wanted to get back its lost territories. Now they wanted to restore German power. Germans wanted to restore German control over Central Europe. So these are all very aggressive nationalism you can see in Germany. Next, see, Germany rebuilt a massive army, and Germany established, already we know the responsibility to recover from the Great Depression was given to the Hajarmal Schacht, the economist. So he established a very massive armament industries. Okay, when Hitler violating international agreements, what the Britain and France were doing, they were encouraging, because Hitler declared the all socialists were his first enemies. He opposed socialism very strongly. So these Britain and other, because France, Britain, they belongs to capitalist. So they wanted to remove, they wanted to eradicate socialism in the world. So for this they encouraged Hitler. See, this is the next reason, fear from socialism and Russia to capitalist countries. See, the first point is the capitalist countries like Britain, France, USA, they afraid that the similar revolutions which they have seen, which were occurred in Russia, the same similar revolutions would start in other countries. They are afraid because they belongs to capitalism, Russia belongs to socialism. These two are conflict, these two are reciprocal one another. Now that is one thing. The second is, so they encouraged to stop socialism spreading all over the world. They encouraged Hitler to come against Russia. They encouraged Hitler to come against Russia every time, because Hitler wanted to wanted to remove socialism. He on many international dais he declared that socialism is his first enemy. So for this reason they wanted to remove socialism. So they encouraged Hitler to come against Russia. This policy was known as appeasement of Hitler. What is called appeasement of Hitler? Because the capitalist countries like Britain, France, they encouraged Hitler to come against Russia, to stop socialism spreading all over the world. So that is the one thing, because they are afraid of socialism, and they mean here European countries, Britain, France, they wanted to please mean here they wanted to make Hitler happy to support against USSR, but Hitler, they remain spectator. When Hitler violating one by one agreements, they became spectator, because they wanted to please Hitler. But Hitler, what did Hitler do? Hitler used this opportunity and made all countries to fall in World War. Okay, now let's see what was the immediate cause. The immediate cause was Hitler attacked Poland on 1st September 1939. This was the immediate cause. Why did Hitler attack Poland? Because Hitler demanded Poland to hand over the port of Danzig, because Danzig port divided Germany into two parts after First World War. So Hitler demanded to hand over the port of Danzig, but Poland refused. with the support of Britain, France, Poland refused to hand over Danzig port to Hitler. So Hitler immediately attacked on Poland. This on 1st September 1939, this was the beginning of First World War. And already we know, already discussed, already Poland had defense with Britain and France, with Britain. So Britain joined hands with Poland, and on the next day France also joined Poland side. Britain, France joined on Poland side, and so Hitler, the world became into two parts, two blocks. So these fascist countries like Germany, Italy, Japan, those fascist countries supported one another and they conquest the other countries. And total the countries became into two parts, Axis powers and Allied powers. Allied powers mean the leadership of and the leading of Britain group. This is Germany group. These two groups became and it held Second World War. It started in the year 1939 and ended in the year 1945. Okay, why USA and USSR joined World War II? Because Japan, up to 1940, there was no USA in World War, and there was no USSR in World War II. In the year 1941, Japan attacked the seaport of USA. The seaport was Pearl Harbor. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, that belongs to USA. So there is no other way. USA, in the year 1941, USA joined Allied power side because Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, that belongs to USA. So in return, USA joined with Allied powers. In the year 1942, Hitler decided to attack Russia. So Russia also, there is no other way. Russia joined hands with Allied powers in the year 1942. In this way, USSR and USA, these two very strong nations, also joined Allied powers. Okay, because of those reasons, the Second World War was started. The world wars between two blocks. One is Axis powers, that is Central powers. The other is Allied powers. But that is initially the Central powers got victory over Allied powers. But when Germany was defeated in very famous battle of Stalingrad, so that victory went back of Central powers. See, Central powers got victory over Allied powers, but when Germany was defeated in the battle of Stalingrad, held in the year 1943, then the victory of Central powers returned back. Then Soviet. So here Germany was defeated with Russia. So Soviet Union, that is USSR, Russia captured Berlin. So this message went to Hitler. Then Hitler and his very close associatives went to a room and committed suicide. That was the end of Hitler. See, Hitler and his associates committed suicide. Then Germany was divided into two parts. But the east one is Great Germany Democratic Republic, was under Russia, more influenced by Russia. It is also known as East Germany. The other is Federal Republic of Germany under USA, influence of USA. It is known as West Germany. So Germany was divided into two parts, East Germany and West Germany. And now let's go on to Japan. Already here Germany was defeated. Earlier Italy was defeated. So Germany was defeated. Now move on to Japan. Japan surrendered to USA after bombing. Japanese armies showed more courage in this war. when USA dropped two atom bombs, atomic weapons on Hiroshima on 6th August, Nagasaki on 9th August. So after bombing on these two cities of Japan, so Japan surrendered to USA in the year in August 1945. This was the end of Second World War. Now after Second World War, many Nazis, the court was Nuremberg Court, Nuremberg Tribunal. This court sentenced only 11. Only though hundreds of Nazis made mistakes, made mistakes, but here we see only 11 Nazis to death, sentenced to death, only 11 Nazis. Nuremberg Court sentenced only 11 Nazis, very famous leading Nazis, to death, and many other Nazis imprisoned for life. But this time the victorious powers did not show any impose any harsh activities on defeated powers. Already we have experienced during Treaty of Versailles. There we see more imposed, that is intensity of terms and conditions. But here they did not follow such conditions. Instead of imposing conditions, see, they came forward. Russia, America, they came forward with some certain plans. See, Marshall Plan, that was by America, and Maldo Plan by Russia. These two plans to help the countries which lost during those wars. So we see here, they did not suppress the defeated countries. They helped those countries with some plans. These are economic plans. So this was the end of Second World War. Now move on to consequences. What were the consequences? You see, after World Wars. World War started in 1939, Second World War, and ended in the year 1945. This was the duration, the period of Second World War. What were the consequences? Consequences mean what happened after Second World War. What are the consequences? See, the UNO, establishment of United Nations Organization, held on 24th October 1945, because the League of Nations, which was the first international organization, it failed to reach its aims. It failed to stop the World War. So the next UNO was established on 24th October 1945, and we see the second one is the end of colonial empires. Colonial empires were ended. Colonial empires mean colonial empires of Britain, France, Japan, Italy and Germany. Those colonial empires were ended. Do you remember during First World War time, after First World War, the empires, Ottoman Empire, Russian Empire and German Empire, so those empires, Hungarian Empire, those empires were dissolved. But here the colonial empires were dissolved. That is end of colonial empires of these countries. Now see, by 1950 many countries got independence. India, you take India, by 1950 India, that is Indonesia, Vietnam, Egypt, Nigeria, etc. Such countries got independence by 1950. So many countries became independent, and Britain, see, so Britain became the secondary power. See, what are these? These are all consequences of Second World War. Remember, earlier time, that is during up to Second World War, Britain was the first superpower, number one superpower. It was up to Second World War. So after Second World War, Britain, the Great Britain, became secondary power, and the USA and USSR, these two countries emerged as superpowers in the world. These two superpowers emerged as two superpowers. As next, let's look at almost 10 million enormous human cost. A large number of people died in the wars. Almost 10 million people in First World War, and see 20 million to 25 million people in the Second World War. They lost their lives. Those are all working class people, working age people. So what happens that then there is nobody is there to do in the factories. This was the time for women. See, women, as many people, million people died, million men died in world wars. So these women have a chance to work in the factories. They had a chance to get some to earn some money, and also they were given right to vote, franchise. So they were given franchise, right to vote. And the map, see here, the map of Europe was redrawn after First World War. The Europe map was redrawn after First World War, depending on nationality, depending on security, depending on military. It was redrawn after First World War. So after Second World War, it was redrawn because many countries got independence. There was no colonial countries, colonial nations. So those nations got independence. So again, Europe country redrawn again. So these are all consequences we can see after Second World War.